Well, I don't think this game is nearly as painful as, I don't think this game is nearly as painful as, Tiberian Dawn. Tiberian Dawn is painful because it's just old. It's hard to get working on a modern system, and everything's very small, and the mission design is weird, and it's just old. They just had a lot of technical limitations. Well, you played Curse of the Forsaken today. I finished Curse of the Forsaken. The last video came out 2 days ago. Alright, I don't want to take too long on character customization, so let's just be pretty straightforward here. I've only played a little bit of this game. I've played maybe like 5 or 6 hours of it, so nothing crazy. I've gotten through Capra Demon, and I started fighting the butterfly thing, and then I said, you know what, I'll play this, I'll stream this, so I'm going to start a new game. Probably just do a standard sword and board build here. So I think we'll just go warrior, that's fine. Master key, best key. I like the smile this guy has. Here, let's just... There we go. Here's Jay. I don't want to, again, I don't like spending too long on character creation. So, warrior, master key. So if you're not familiar with Dark Souls, really, your class isn't that important. It just depends on where your starting points are, how your starting points are really allocated. Because the levels get exponentially more expensive.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Spooky. Spooky stuff. I like how there's information on the loading screens, but they're so fast you can never actually read them.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
What company made this? From Software. Already done with Command & Conquer, yeah.
This is your fate.
We played for about 2.5 hours. So again, I have not played very much of this. I understand the controls. That's about it. I've beaten the Capra Demon, and then started dabbling in Darkroot Garden. So I'm not very far at all. But up until there, I'm pretty knowledgeable of it, I suppose. But y'all can help me out. How's this? Just let me know how the sound is. I think I can handle the attack. Got him. Only 2 people. You're saying you think you only see 2 people watching? Might have to just reload the stream. Or don't. Doesn't really matter how many people you see. I see 50. Are you playing on a controller or keyboard? Controller, definitely. I tried with a mouse and keyboard when I started a couple days ago, and that was a mistake. Really looking forward to getting lost in the sewers. Really looking forward to that. Hope everyone's weekend has gone well. I was very ill yesterday, just recovering today. Still not feeling great. Be wary of Demon. No thank you, sir. We'll talk to you later. Bonfire, get. Get your shields and defend yourself. The arrows won't get through. I've only just recently gotten more accustomed to the way that the inventory system works. I'm still not really a huge fan of it, but it's also a game from like 2007 or something like that. When was this made? It was a while ago. Demon Souls was 2007. I think this game was 2009. Yeah, Azathan's also been playing Dark Souls Remastered. He's probably more talented at it than I. I just don't know a lot about the game. Just trying to learn more about it. Because there's so many, like on the surface, it's like a you must survive type thing. But there's like, especially the PvP scene, there's a lot of layers and complexity and depth to like the item crafting and the way that, and like the covenants with PvPing. It's really interesting. I'd like to get into that way later. But like right now, I don't really know what I'm doing, so. Will you load this stream on YouTube? Yeah, I'll do that. Nope. I was familiar with that. It's a little dark, probably for you all. Let's see if that helps.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite.
Nice, we got our Estes.
Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the SD. All right, let's go fight our first boss. We'll read all the... If anybody can intentionally kick in Dark Souls, he's a golden god. You're a golden god if you can intentionally kick and not do it accidentally. I'm just kidding, I know how to kick. But you do tend to unintentionally kick a lot in this game. Alright, critical hits. The parrying I'm still trying to get better at. It's harder than... Never mind! He's a god! Let's go. Yeah, I saw you talking about just going straight to Tiberian Sun. I saw that. I wanted to at least showcase a little Tiberian Dawn. Tiberian Dawn. How's it going, buddy? Plunge attack for massive damage! Christ. Do your little butt slam. Whoa! Got him! Alright, good start. Good start, boys. There will be a point that I get to in this game where I'm going to be extremely bad at it. I've played this part already, so I know what I'm doing, but again, there'll be a point not too far in where it'll become very clear that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Now that's a lot of damage!
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Ah!
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage. to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
No, you're right, Forza. People jokingly saying people watch you because you know what you're doing. Ha ha. I know it's a joke. But yes, I hope that that's never the case. I don't want people. I hope people never watch me like, oh, this guy seems good. Hopefully that's never the case. So here's like our home base, and it will be.
What do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
This guy's such a creep. So many of the NPCs in this game are just complete creeps.
Ah, your face. I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
God, fucking weirdo.
Well, they are collected bit by bit from corpses and covered.
All right, so this is just like here's some random tidbits of game knowledge that you can have. I'll explain some of it as I go, even though I'm not really that knowledgeable, but I'll explain it as we go. So the number in the upper left is our humanity, which I'm picking up. When you die, you lose it. The bottom right is our currency, our souls. That's just currency through the game, and as you kill enemies, you get more of that. And that is when you die, you lose it. You have one opportunity to go and pick up your, touch your bloodstain, and you'll get your souls back. If you die, though, on your way to doing that, though, then you lose them, permanently. So you could have, a ton of humanity, ton of souls, you die, you go back to try to touch your bloodstain, you die a second time before you get there, then all that progress is lost. And that's Dark Souls, baby! But again, what do I know? I don't know very much here. Imminent fatty.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
He'll talk to me. Let's go, buddy.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Talk to me. I want to join your stupid covenant.
Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
I don't really know what this covenant advantages are. I have no idea.
Now, let me only...
Okay, we're not going to buy any of these.
Come again. The effectiveness of the...
The shrug. The shrug command. That's the perfect Jayborino gesture. Jayborino, you missed a tome. I think I need to increase the frame rate on my encoder for this game for y'all, because just looking at the video, it looks a little choppy because of the 30 frames a second. Let's just go grab a couple items before we go to the Burg. think VSync is on. Let's check. Yeah, it is. I think I'd have to stop the stream and restart it, though, which I hate to do again. Yeah, let me just try real quick. I'll be right. Okay, let's give this a try and see if this is any better. Kind of, it looks, I think so. Yeah, that's way better. Just looks like trash on the 30 FPS. I just have to remember to change that back when I'm doing local recording. So we're just picking up some items. Again, if you're not familiar with this game, I'll explain a little bit as we go, even though I'm nowhere near the knowledgeable reference to explain this. So that humanity in the upper left, that's used to determine like your treasure find stat, basically. It has other usages as well, but mostly the higher your humanity, the more likely you are to find certain drops. So it's not that important that you have any. Skeletons! Let's see if we can grab this and get out of here. Those skeletons are a little too strong for us right now, so we're gonna run away from them. And go back to the bonfire real quick. So the bonfires are like checkpoints. You could think of them that way. When you get to bonfires, all the enemies reset. So anything that you've killed is gone until you sit at a bonfire. And you get all your HP back, and you get all of your Estus flasks that you see that 10 in the bottom. That's just a usable healing item. Excuse me? Is it because the skeleton is here? Why can I not sit at the bonfire? There we go. Okay. So yeah, the Estus flask. So you get like 10, and then once you use them all, then they're gone. You can't refill them other than sitting at the bonfire. But sitting at the bonfire resets all the enemies, and they all come back to life, except the bosses. Do you plan to do a no bonfire run? Dude, I've never played this game more than like 4 or 5 hours, so I have, like, I'm gonna play this as legit, straightforward as possible. Definitely not gonna do anything fancy. My only goal is to actually finish it, regardless of how I do it. Oh, no! It's a good start. The live stream has been cut off. Hit the reload button. Yeah, you get more SDs if you kindle the bonfire as well. So see, here are my souls that I had before. If I would have died before picking those up, they would have been lost forever. Alright, firebomb guy is dead. Ah! Ah! What the fuck? My god. I think I'll never be as proud as when I parried that first guy the first time. Pretty proud of myself. Try jumping. That's a neat trick. So we can look at what all this stuff does later. Hopefully no know-it-alls will go, oh, Jay, you missed a thing. Why did you do this choice? Oh my god, you're shit. Dude, number one, this is my channel. I don't know what other expectations you had. Also, number two, this is Dark Souls, which used to have a really cool community centered around discovering things, and now is just like... you should rebind your parry button. Duh. I don't know. Something stupid like that. I don't think there is an illusory wall here. Yep. Trolly troll. Not really. I mean, it's like the most non-offensive trolling ever. So these souls that we're picking up, just for the sake of people watching who have no idea what's going on. So these are all of our usable items. So like these right here, you just use them and you get currency. So like I was saying, when you die, you lose your souls. They're dropped. So if you're dying a lot, you're not getting souls to like improve yourself. You can use these at the bonfire to then level up, to then maybe have a better time. That's gaming in general now? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think I've gotten a little better at just kind of ignoring that, because like what's the point in giving it the time of day? People, I will say though, more often than not, people give really good advice. Like I wouldn't want to try to shut that down, because I don't want to risk having people who give helpful advice stop doing that. I might do a rapier type build here, just because I do really like I do really like the stabby stabs. Also, there's a lot of places where there's a lot of tight corridors and stuff. So like if you attack a wall, your sword ricochets, so that can really screw you. Someone's recreating Dark Souls in Lego World? That sounds awesome. This seems like a dead end. So basically, like, all these pickups, like these pre-placed pickups, those, once you pick them up, they're permanently gone. So the only thing the bonfire resets are enemies. But if you, like, open shortcuts and stuff, it's like a really well-done interconnected world. And once you open up shortcuts and stuff, then it prevents you from having to revisit certain areas. Look at these guys. Just hanging out. Hey, how's it going? You think I didn't see you? Just hanging out. Oh, God. Use the SD. You say this because Dark Souls is the kind of game where uptight wanks might say such things to new players? Oh, absolutely. I'm prepared for it. Way more people are watching now than I expected. I expected to get, like, 10 viewers. I'm actually surprised that so many people decided to watch this, because it's not really anything else similar to what I typically play. Jay, you missed a Crown of Kings. I don't think there's ever anything in these boxes. There's, like, only very rare instances where there's stuff inside the boxes. It's so eerie, too, because there's no, I don't think you can make this. There's no music. Whoop. Nope. Well, definitely didn't make that. We'll try from the roof instead later. Ah, Jesus. Ah! How's the sound? Is it okay? Stop shooting that. Stop it. Okay, so here's our first level bonfire. Poof. Sound, sounds, sound. Thanks, Butane. Oh, okay, so see, here's our first opportunity where we can start leveling up. So, like, this is where, I mean, there's all these stats. We'll worry about that when we actually level up. Again, I want to try to do a bit of an intro, even though I'm not that knowledgeable about the game, especially for people that might be watching this and aren't familiar with this at all. Like, here's our Covenant. We're Way of the White. It's the only one we found. That was that guy at the beginning. You can kindle the bonfire, but you can't do that while hollowed. You can reverse the hollowing. Basically, it's all around this humanity. If you have humanity, it increases your treasure find, but also you can sacrifice one to become human. When you're human, then it allows you to kindle the bonfires, which allows you then to get 10 Estus flasks instead of 5 every time you sit at them. Also, when you're human, that allows you to be invaded by other players. Okay. I'm just going to save my souls. I'm going to go to a merchant real quick. Good start so far. We only died when we fell off a ledge. The idea of no bonfires is interesting. So I would imagine that you're always just respawning at Firelink, which if you open enough shortcuts isn't that bad. Jay, give the items to Sylvanas. So these guys are annoying. They're really good with the shields. That's where you kick them. So these little things on the ground are people, other people leaving those. So you can leave little messages, and you can rate them up or down based on if you think it was worthwhile or not. I did it.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer.
Oh, what do you mean by invaded? It means another person can warp into my world and try to kill me, and they can take my humanity. If I have any, I don't have any, but
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible
make a message that says you. I don't think it's freeform. You can't just freeform it.
Drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up.
So they all have weird, creepy laughs. It's bizarre. Let's grab this. And this.
Thank you kindly.
It might be worth getting a couple strength levels just to do more damage early on here. I'm going to try to kill... I've never done this, again, because I've played a little bit of this game, and I remember there's like a Black Knight early on. I'm going to see if maybe I could kill him. There's another way to go down here. Maybe get some early deaths in by trying to kill the Black Knight. I knew you were there. See, that was an unintentional kick. Did not want to kick there. I could rebind it, I suppose. Right now, that Black Knight is too strong. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try at least a couple times. Because it really doesn't hurt to just try it. I really have nothing to lose at this point. Yeah, see, here's that thing that I tried to jump to before, couldn't quite get to. Oh boy. I've never tried crossbows before. Is that all dexterity based, I assume? Motherfucker, get me. So every action you take is based on your stamina. So it's just that green bar. So if you're out of stamina, you can't swing, you can't roll. I've got like medium rolls right now. We're all the way back here. You can have fast rolls if your equipment load is light enough. Stuff like that. You can just try and backstab the Black Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna try to riposte. That's my goal. We'll try to riposte him. Ah, camera. And when your shield is raised, your stamina comes back way slower. It's like little things like that as you learn. Getting hit with your shield up costs stamina. And if you don't have enough stamina, then it goes straight to health damage. Oh, God. What's with the bloodstain? If you touch bloodstains, you can see other players' deaths. So typically, if you see a lot of bloodstains, it means there's probably a trap nearby. Or a tough battle, because that's where other people have been dying. I'll change that later. I hear something running at me, and I don't like that. Oh, really? So, like, the blood stains and then also the three, like, the little red marks, the 3 slashes, that's all based on other players leaving stuff. You can see, like, ghosts of other players occasionally, too. See you later. This game has some nice mechanics so far. Just wait until eventually it becomes quite insufferable. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I imagine there's going to be some pretty crazy stuff. I've seen a lot of this game, but I've not played a lot of it, so that makes a big difference, I think. I've only just barely got started getting used to the controls. See, we have a humanity now. We probably just got that as a random drop. Kick, honestly, like, performing a kick is harder than it seems. Mechanically, it's really annoying. Ah! I did not mean to jump there. So the first real boss, not the Asylum demon, is up here. But I may try to kill the Dark Knight, Black Knight, whatever knight. Because why not? Be wary of tough enemy. There he is. Is there anything back here? No. Equip load under 70% for light rolls. Yeah. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, that only did like 10% of his health. Okay, we're gonna take him up to like a more open area. If we can't kill him after like maybe 3 tries or so, then we'll just run by him and grab the item and then just leave him and we can come back later. Gotta do that like 5 times without dying, basically. Oh god. I think we could do this. Depends on what he does next. Ah, shit. Oh my god. Estes. Estes, Estes, Estes. There we go, okay. No! No! Backstab him! Yes! First try, baby. Timing that parry takes a lot of practice. It is not easy.